Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Motogp deciding that they will implement a new race radio communication system between the race director and riders from the 2025 season. Now, at a recent meeting convened by Dorna in Misano, Dorna informed the teams about the decision to introduce the radio communication system. The system will be introduced in 3 phases. Initially, only the race director will be allowed to communicate with the riders, keeping the messages short and very concise, always aiming to improve safety. The second phase, which could begin in early 2026, will allow the radio to work both ways between the race director and the rider. The final step, which doesn't have a concrete implementation date, will be similar to the way it works in Formula 1, allowing open communication between the riders and their teams on the pit wall. This step is largely in pursuit of increasing the TV spectacle. Now, for me, one of the things I needed to understand first was how this was going to work, and my understanding is that Motogp introduced the trackside marshalling system by EM Motorsport a number of years ago, and we've seen the lights on the side of the racetrack, and these lights are also integrated with GPS. And should a rider be coming into a zone where there is a yellow flag, it's either going to be a live message from the race director or a pre-recorded message saying yellow flag ahead or rider on the circuit or red flag in the rider's ear during that time. It could be live or it could be a pre-recorded one. And I fully agree with that will be very, very helpful. On the other side of it, when the riders are allowed to talk to the race director, I'm not even sure is that a good idea. You know, a rider fired up, just being given a long lap penalty, going off on a thing, is it going to serve as more of a distraction than anything? Then the final bit of where open communication, yes, it would be brilliant to hear the riders in the middle of combat. But saying that, look, the other side of it, I get it, that they want to increase the spectacle, want to hear the riders. I'm more worried about what we did see in Formula 1, where engineers were coaching their riders during sessions and races, etc. And, you know, they eventually had to try and stamp all of that out. And I think, you know, when you look at motorbike racing, I can fully understand the one-way system in, or even the one with the race director. I don't really think is a good idea, but it's a much better idea than having an open one. I get it for the one-way in, alerting the rider to a safety thing, 100%, but I'm just not sure of the open and the two-way radio, if I'm honest. For me, when you put on the motorbike helmet, it's you and your bike against the world, you know, and is that taking a little bit away from it? But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of Motogp introducing the radio communication system during Grand Prix events? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.